everybody. Welcome to the Johnson Court Show. Today is Friday, June the 17th, 2022. Yes, I watched it last night, and it was a good game, a good series. And the Golden State Warriors, that full NBA title in 8 years last night. Corey getting the most score before the game's over, where it had like 5 seconds ago, and then the game was over, and the went on to celebrate. Wolves dynasty back again. And congratulations to the Boston Celtics. I mean, they were, they were down in game one, and lost game one, and then came back to tie the series up in game two, and then lost game three, and then came back to tie the series up. Then in game four, and then got the lead, and then the series was up 3-2 in game five, and then game six. Bang! Here you go. So congratulations down for the Golden State Warriors winning. Now fifth, now fourth NBA time. It's unbelievable. The game's over, the basketball season is over until next year. And yes, Seth Curry win his fourth NBA finals, and then he gets his fourth NBA win for the Warriors. And yes, it is. It has been truly remarkable how this is going to turn around for him. And the Golden State Warriors did a fantastic job. He changed the game, and that's all it matters. The Golden State Warriors have been unstoppable. They were down. Since they were down 12-2, they came up on top. It was 24-22 in the first quarter, and then somehow out in the game, they were taking over. They were getting pouring all the starts, and they never looked back. And that was sometime. But I never get credit for them. I have to give them credit for the hard work. They work their ass off all the time, and that's what it's all about. So congratulations for them on last night's game, last night's win. That's all that matters. Yes, it is for sure. How things can come and how things can go. But somehow, some way, it's a whole different story. And everybody can know it. Everybody knows it for sure. So now, we're doing first. What a game. I give it a So anyway. So right now we're going to I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I went to work all day. Very tired. I went to work all day. And one of these days, boys and nature. Can never try and get so stupid right now. So, Jimmy, if you see this before, I never seen it so far in my time. As the NBA player. But Seth Curry, one of the high school shooters of all time, passing Ray Allen record and passing Ray Allen, but hey, it's unbelievable. You gotta say it's believable. So anyway, here it goes for us now. We're gonna go to the game. That's going on. Now let's go to CNN, shall we now? As the Golden State Warriors and the star point guard Seth Curry soars to the hill of the Boston Celtics in Game 6 on Thursday last night to win their fourth NBA championship in 8 seasons. It should also have been a win for the crippled in destiny. The Warriors were said to have previously inked an sponsorship deal with FTX. The consequently exchange reported worth $10 million. Curry himself earlier this year appeared in a commercial for FTX, in which he repeatedly notes he is not an expert on crypto. Chapel. Now, the intentional fixtures and the commercials during the finals, including the advisement from Combase. Another change, marking Crudup Dubois by showing different traits. Over the years, including Cropper is dead, followed by the words long live Crudup. Now, by the NBA season and postseason, the Washington Capitals and sponsorships came to a close this week. The Chapels condition was conformed to the new chances. The power of many quick Okay, we're not gonna read that. So now anyway. Now what is going on with the Golden State Warriors? Well, anyway, we just saw that many people know that the best is yet to come and not the worst. Now, Trent Johnson doing his thing, working his tail off, and we had Draymond Green. I mean, playing like he's playing hard. He was a hard dirty player. I haven't seen this before. So now, and then you got Coach Steve Kerr, the best coach in the NBA for the Golden State Warriors. Excellent, unbelievable for us. How can I say that? You got a lot of the Warriors team. Well, the Boston Celtics they played tough, they played big. They were up 12-2, and then started the collection in the first quarter. Marcus Smart, Jason Taylor, Jalen Brown, White, they played a really good team. Williams too, he worked his tail off. But it was not to be last night, and that is for sure. So anyway, I was going for Boston, but it wasn't to be. So anyway, we like I'm learning this stuff going over and over. So anyway, that's just a matter of time for him, for sure. So anyway, good things and not the worst things for Boston Celtics, although they have been through this all season. They were the number 2 seed. They beat the Miami Heat last series, but then the NBA Finals, I mean, they won the game here in game 1, got tied game 2, won again in game 3, 2-1, got tied the series up, got tied the series 2-2, then lost 3-2 in the series, and then losing 3-2 in the series, and then they lost 4-2 in the series, and that's how it ends. So anyway, there's hope. It's not the end of the world for them. It's not the end of the world for Boston, although they got 17 NBA titles. Boston Celtics got 17 NBA titles, and that's their. What will happen if LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, or every player? What will happen if Russell Westbrook ever win the NBA title? He did not. He hasn't won. Russell Westbrook hasn't won the NBA title. You got Jimmy Butler, never won the NBA title. And Don Wilson, playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. I mean, he did not play. His foot got he injured his foot. But hey, gosh. Oh, this. Honestly, I'm getting so sick. Look, all of this are gone. All of this are gone for them, boy. And yeah, as far as people can go, this is the unbelievable team for Golden State Warriors. And yes, the Golden State Warriors have won that fourth NBA title last night. And it's just a little bit. You win some, play some, play some. You win some, win some. And I'm like, oh man, how did this ever gonna be the one? We want to get behind it. Now we want to get behind it. Let's get to it, shall we? Now, Draymond Green, four-time NBA champion, Golden State Warriors living legend, TNT Ellis, increasingly popular podcaster, and future Hall of Famer, had the last laugh at TD Garden in the same building when he was greeting with the boss with booze and F laws with 6 days. Early he watched much of the fourth quarter down the stretch for the Brents. Green put his fingerprints all over the game sets. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, only 1 foul, and the villain in Moses victorious. Green took the Green took the blame when he missed 10 of his 12 shots, and Boston Celtics stole home court advantage in the finals opener. He took the heat when he found out in three, and then Crown caught me off guard as he put in and when the Warriors needed to win a close that game in the hostile environment to clinch their fourth championship in 8 years. Green was dispensable. He logged it at 42 minutes, the most he has played in a non-overtime game since June 13, 2019, the last time they were playing in Game 6 in the NBA Finals. And it says, if you know basketball and you watch Game 1, I did not have a bad Game 1, Green said, and I had an incredible Game 2. And Game 3 was kind of like terrible, awful. And Game 4 was not my best effort, but not totally special. And Game 5 was pretty solid. Came out with great energy. Game 6 I dominated. Game 6 I dominated. Stephen Curry finally won for the Holiday the Finals MVP trophy after the 103 to 90 win. But he will look at that final score. This, like the rest of the Golden State wins in this series, was a gimme one. And credit to the defense that ranking second only to Boston's reflects the Green more than anybody else. The Celtics scored a similar 96.8 points for 100 possessions in Game 6. And according to cleaning the glass, uh, only 81.8 and per 100 and a half court. Our defense was speculation in the series, especially the last 3 games. Was the coach said, and the Celtics had the best defense in the league, but we were right behind them. I think we made this group really special. Besides the obviously with Steph, was the defense interesting and very sexually. And for that, Draymond Green is the guy to point to. The leader of all, the leader, the leader of it all. After both of the Golden State's losses, so after both of the Golden State losses, Green said that he and the team needed to play with more force, and the Black Boston was too comfortable. The Warriors were up against an offensive that can reach great heights, but can get up Kettler with pressure and persevere. They struggled against the Celtics' half-court defense, but they knew they were fast on the transitional opportunities. If they could correct them in the combo, Boston, they Boston. turned the ball over 22 times. They turned the ball over 22 times, 13 of which were steals. And wherever the Celtics caught it up or missed a shot, Green was usually the guy pushing the ball down the court, getting it down on that hill. Green was off one of the longest guys crashing the boards. Early in the second quarter, he showed Jason Taylor out of the way and tapping in the ball, directing to Jordan Poole for a three. About a minute later, he chases down another miss and a million five pull for another one. The Wolves rebounding 40.7% of their misses on Thursday last night, and they scored 21 points. 21 second chances points. He's our little, and we need him to be on the edge. Golden State big man Kevin Looney said. He and Steph had really different leadership styles, and that balance each other out. When you have Draymond out there putting his body on the line, he can be the villain wherever you need him to do it. He's going to go out there and do it for them, for the team. We can't give him enough credit for what he deserves for us. Looney said that the Warriors kind of play with that same energy that he brings on the defensive end, adding that we always talk about stepping on offense, and we kind of compare Draymond on defense in the same type of way. In other words, we expect him to set the tone for defense and tell everybody we will to be and make plays like these. You do not, however, necessarily set him to make a floating on Golden State's first offensive possession or to make the true corners threes. One of them right in front of Boston's press, or to make a long two over Robert Williams the third as the Celtics are making a run. He always said, I'm 90% in clutch. Looney said, we always said, it's a close game. He's going to be in action and make something happen. We have somebody who can really like that and count on. It gives everybody a confident boost. He's brass, he's brass, and he is who he is. But when you need him, he shows up. Andre Iguodala says, Green said that he knew he had a quad put together a great, complete game in the series. To him, it was all the best day in the course. I said, what better time than to put it together tonight? Green said, I don't think I heard F you, Draymond, all night. They couldn't, so, it's easy to say F you when somebody is having a bad game. But can't you do that when they are having a great time? We're having a great game. And then you hear most of it tonight. Maybe I was just that lucky man. There was another F3 Draymond saying on last night. This time Green delivers his teammates in the campaign-soaking locker room, where the one saying it well-honored smiles on their faces. Now the Warriors NBA championship game the Golden State Warriors have won their fourth NBA title in the last 8 seasons. Now as I always know about this, folks, about life, about the game, about the set of the field NBA season, the set of the field NBA season was special. Whether it's the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the early 2020s. Well, anyway, look at it this way. well known that everything is possible. The Chicago Bulls have won their six eight. The Chicago Bulls had six NBA titles. Boston Celtics got 17. The Los Angeles Lakers got 17. The New York Nets had two titles. Houston Watkins had two titles. Miami Heat had three titles. San Antonio Spurs had five NBA titles. Detroit Pistons had three NBA titles. Dallas Mavericks had won the title back in 2011. The Cleveland Cavaliers won the title back in 2016. The Toronto Raptors won the NBA title first time in Canada back in 2019. And yeah, all I can say is way to go. Now they the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA title back in 1983, but they sweep the Lakers. Well, the answer was yes. The answer is yes. They have won that first NBA title. They never won that first NBA title since 1983. And it has been like 39 years. So anyway, I just got to get it for Italy. But Steph Curry, that thing about. Steph Curry have been, as we have been just continuing. He's a one-time NBA champion. I mean, he's a one-time NBA MVP, four-time NBA champion, a two-time MVP. He has been an eight-time NBA All-Star player, and two-time scoring champion. But Steph Curry can do it all. He can do it all, ladies and gentlemen, because he's the best. He's the best shooting guard in this all. And I respect him a lot. So congratulations to the Golden State Warriors are winning that fourth NBA champion in 8 seasons. And until next season, the NBA season, or the sixth season, starts in October. But we got the WNBA basketball game. It's still going on and on and on. Time to go. This is Justin Crudup. I will see you Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Till then, take care.